All right, guys, welcome into today's video. Of course, we're talking about metamaterials and MMTLP. Just to say, this weekend, I'm going to bring out some videos on other stocks that I have been trading, other stocks that I have been purchasing. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel, with the bell notification on, so you get the updates over the weekend as I bring you those stocks. All right, and before we get into that, consider joining the channel membership, guys. Click the blue join button. If you see the money symbol down below, you can click that as well. Click the join button. You can join little as $2.99 a month. You get the loyalty badges, you get the custom emojis, but also you get my community post. And I put a post in there today of a certain metamaterial options contract that I did purchase. And if you want to know what that is early and before everyone else does, consider joining the channel membership. All right. So here today, actually, metamaterials held up okay considering it was a pretty red market. I don't know if it was trying to turn after hours, but regular hours, we were down 4.35%. We ended the day at $1.10. We did regain 1.82% back up to $1.12. So that's pretty bullish. Looking here at the futures are currently green, but that can change. So we'll see how that ends up. All right. MMTLP trading ends at $1.59, down 0.62%. The volume on MMTLP was right above average. Average volume 370,000. We trade at 407,000. So roughly about 40,000 shares over average. Now we had pretty huge volume today as well. MMAT average volume is right below 6 million, and we trade at 22.2 million today. So high volume there as well. Also here, next thing on the list, metamaterials closed the 50 million registered direct offering. The main partner I was looking at was that we covered in yesterday's video that our buddy Benham put out there, is that 5 million of that 50 million is used for the oil and gas assets. So they are using that money to finish, whether it's a test well, whether it's more drilling, whatever it's going to be, they're using it for the oil and gas assets. So hopefully we do get some answers here soon, because we know they want to get this done for the end of August for the Canadian residents, for those savings, those retirement accounts for the Canadians. So next thing on the list is very interesting. I saw this and just wanted to post this out here, and I put the emoji of and insider Thomas Gordon Welch. Man, does that name sound familiar? Well, it should. He bought 70,000 shares of metamaterials at a cost of $90,000. So very interesting. And if we go over here to the insider purchases, he purchased those back on trade date 6/24. He bought 35,000 and he bought another 35,000. And here you can see his cost basis roughly, and adjusted price about $1.29, $1.28. And here you can see, as this updates, the max return from him purchasing those shares on the 24th, he's already down almost he's down 9.93% according there, and 8.59% in the other. So I pulled up this chart here, and just as a rough estimate, used the $1.30 and took that down to the closing price today at $1.10. And there you can see he's down over 15%, guys. And he bought that literally on the drop, on the sell-off there, roughly at the sell-off of the offering, he bought that. So he bought the dip. That's one thing to say. Thomas Welsh bought the freaking dip, and it just kept dipping, which we're all used to that. We've been buying the dip, and it keeps dipping. I saw metamaterials today trading this low, and I had to go in and buy an options contract. And I actually bought one at the market price. I went back in, put a little lower offer in, and it got filled. So, like I said, consider joining the channel membership if you want to know what options contracts I'm looking to buy, because I'm really excited for it. And if this thing takes off, I'm playing this on the dividend play. If this thing takes off, it could pay off huge if we get a little bit of a short squeeze out of metamaterials. All right. So we covered that and that. Next thing on the list here, we're going to go over the short interest. I'm just going through the information for you today. And while you're enjoying this video, please smash the thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below, because you know it helps out my algorithm. All right, so days to cover is set at 2.36. Very low. Very low days to cover. Short squeeze score now really isn't mattering because of all the mess going on. But this does matter. Short shares that are available is still setting at 0. We did the video last night, it was 0. They returned shares, they borrowed shares, but at the end of the day, there is still 0 shares to borrow. So someone returned 300,000, it got up to 450,000, back down to 50,000, 20,000. So they just scoop them up. I don't know what these guys do, man. It's like they borrow it, they return it, they short it, they return it, they borrow short, return, borrow short, return. That's what they do. Our short borrow fee did come down because yesterday we were sitting at 93.85%, and our short borrow fee is currently at a 76.55. Update for today: FINRA short volume ratio in the dark pools was at 54.6%, and the aggregate short volume ratio is at 54.73. So pretty high there. Let's see if we got any update down here. It's saying the short interest percent of float is sitting at a 16.12. Now, this hasn't updated yet on the FinTel. I'm not sure when it will. Institutional. So here, according to Source Capital IQ, the total shares outstanding is 297 million shares. That has not updated yet. I did have in the video yesterday the total number of shares is going to be outstanding, and I do forget that amount, but this will update here. I could pull it up real quick, but I'm just getting this information out to you. All right. Next order of business, my buddy Doug on Twitter, he saw me give him the shout out last night. I said, I wonder if Doug out there has any updated information for us on Charles Schwab. That's right. And he sent me this over via message over Twitter. So this is amazing. They are currently now offering you 23% to lend your metamaterial shares. The borrow rate, that's right. That is insane. So that means Schwab is showing around a 46% because he was told that Schwab splits the difference. So let's say, for example, there was a 50% short interest, you would get paid 25% to lend out your security, which in this case would be metamaterials. So Schwab on their brokerage is showing about a 46% short interest because they're paying you half of that, which is 23%. That's insane. And comparing that to the FinTel information, man, it's just unreal. So thank you to Doug again for sharing this. And if you do get if anyone else has any other brokerage out there that is sending them offers of lending out their shares, send them to me over Twitter, guys. Find me here on Twitter at TerryZ247, my official Twitter right there, at TerryZ247. I do post updates throughout the day. I'll just mainly retweet a lot of stuff and keep people up to date as the day goes on as I'm at work. Taking a look here, actually, you wouldn't think by looking at this, but actually oil stocks had a good day today. All the oil stocks was up, but our actual WTI is sitting at $111.30. Brent crude at $117.40, and natural gas is $6.55. So oil and gas is still looking pretty good, and I think it's going to pick up here over the summer. There's going to be a lot of people driving to the beach, a lot of people traveling. My personal opinion, quick summary, I think people, even at the recession, people tight on money, I still believe that people's going to go travel. People still going to go vacation. They're still going to go eat, but they may not eat expensive like 4 or 5 days a week. They may eat expensive once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, maybe even once a month. I think people will probably not buy like new iPhones, new electronics, new clothes, maybe not expensive clothes. So I think you're going to see that kind of stuff slow down. But I think with actually traveling, I think that's going to be pretty busy. Probably airlines, cruise lines, your destinations here in the United States of beaches and things like that. It's just going to keep going. All right. So I think that is all I got for you in today's video. Quick updates, bring it to you quick. Consider hitting the join button, join channel membership, find out what metamaterial options I am buying. Yes, I got the screenshots in there. You can go check them out. It'd be right there under the community tab. It's right, because it's only private to members. So thank you all for your love and support, and I will catch you on the next video, guys. Peace.